Every major automaker just held an emergency board meeting. Tesla's stock dropped 3.2% in a single trading session. Ford's EV division head gave an interview where he looked like he had slept in 3 days. And Volkswagen CEO was photographed leaving a conference in Stuttgart looking genuinely shaken. What happened? China just confirmed what Western automakers have been dreading for the past 18 months. BYD's Seal 06 DMI achieves 2,100 kilometers of range, a single tank and charge. That's 1,305 miles. While Americans are paying $57,000 for a Tesla Model Y, that gets 330 miles and then chains you to superchargers for 40 minutes. This Chinese sedan drives from New York to Miami, turns around, drives back to Washington, D.C., and still has range remaining. And it cost $21,000? This isn't a concept car. This isn't vaporware. This is in production right now with 47,000 units delivered last month in China alone. And based on what I've uncovered in the past 72 hours, speaking with automotive engineers, industry analysts, and 3 people who've driven over 5,000 kilometers in this vehicle, I can tell you with complete certainty that every legacy automaker should be absolutely terrified. Because this car doesn't just compete with EVs, it makes them obsolete for 90% of drivers. Let me start with the number that's causing panic in boardrooms across Detroit, Stuttgart, and Tokyo. 2,100 kilometers of total range. Not theoretical, not under perfect laboratory conditions. Real, world-verified range, combining a battery and combustion engine working together in a way nobody has successfully achieved at this scale before. Independent Chinese automotive testing agency Qatar confirmed it. European journalists who flew to Shanghai to test it confirmed it. Even Tesla fan channels that desperately wanted to debunk it had to admit the numbers hold up. To put this in perspective, that makes your brain hurt. A Tesla Model Y long range gets 531 kilometers of EPA range. Divide 2,100 by 531. That's 3.95 times the range of Tesla's best-selling EV. The Chevrolet Bolt gets 416 kilometers. That's 5 times the range. And here's the part that should make Elon Musk break out in cold sweats. While you're sitting at a supercharger watching YouTube for 35 minutes, waiting to add 320 kilometers of range, the BYD Seal 06 owner pulls into any gas station, adds 65 L of fuel in 3 minutes, and drives another 1,400 kilometers. The convenience gap isn't shrinking. It just got blown wide open in the opposite direction everyone predicted. And if you want to see more deep investigations into how Chinese technology is genuinely disrupting industries that Western companies thought they owned forever, hit that subscribe button right now, because this story goes deeper than anyone's reporting. The reason this 2,100 kilometers range is sending shockwaves through the industry isn't just the number itself, it's what it represents. For the past decade, every automaker has been telling us the same story. The future is pure electric. Just wait for battery technology to improve. Range anxiety will disappear in 5 years. Tesla said it, GM said it. Volkswagen bet $89 billion on it. They've been pushing us toward pure EVs while promising that solid-state batteries or some magical chemistry breakthrough would eventually deliver 1,000 plus kilometers of range at affordable prices. Meanwhile, BYD just delivered 2,100 kilometers of range using technology that exists right now, costs $21,000, and doesn't require a complete rebuild of global energy infrastructure. That's not competition. That's disruption. This, on a civilizational scale, here's what BYD figured out, that Western automakers either missed or deliberately ignored because it didn't fit their pure EV narrative. The problem was never battery technology. The problem was asking batteries to do something they're not optimized for. Long-range highway driving requires sustained high-energy output for hours. Batteries hate that. They drain quickly, degrade faster, and require massive capacity to achieve decent range, which makes them heavy and expensive. But batteries excel at short-burst city driving with regenerative braking. That's where they're 95% efficient. So BYD asked a simple question. What if we stopped forcing batteries to do highway range and instead paired them with a highly efficient combustion engine, optimized purely for sustained highway efficiency? The result is the DMI system, and it's genuinely revolutionary. The Seal 06 DMI uses either an R2S 18.3 kilowatt hours or 26.6 kilowatt hours battery pack. That gives you 110 kilometers or 160 kilometers of pure electric range, respectively. For about 70% of drivers globally, that covers their entire daily commute without burning any gasoline at all. Shanghai Seal 06 owner Li Wei confirmed this. I charge at home every night. I haven't purchased gasoline in 2 months. My daily commute is 48 kilometers. The car runs purely electric Monday through Friday. I only use gas on weekend road trips. My fuel costs dropped from 980 yuan monthly to 140 yuan in electricity. But here's where the genius engineering happens. When the battery depletes, instead of becoming a heavy, inefficient gas car dragging around a dead battery like most plug-in hybrids, the 1.5 L Xiaoyun engine acts as a sophisticated generator. It runs at a fixed optimal RPM between 2000 to 2500, where thermal efficiency peaks at 46.06%. Let me emphasize that number because it's historically significant. Most gasoline engines achieve 30 to 35% thermal efficiency, meaning 65 to 70% of energy is wasted as heat. Honda's legendary K-Series Atkinson cycle hybrid engines hit about 40.5% efficiency. Mercedes-AMG's Formula One power unit, which costs approximately $15 million to develop and requires a team of 80 engineers to maintain, achieves about 52% thermal efficiency and is considered the absolute pinnacle of combustion technology. BYD is achieving 46.06% in a mass production sedan that costs $21,000. If you understand engineering, that number should terrify you because it means China isn't just catching up. They've potentially leapfrogged decades of Western development. Dr. Michael Foster, automotive engineering professor at University of Toronto, analyzed the DMI system. The 46% thermal efficiency claim initially sounded impossible, but looking at engineering, it's achievable. The engine runs a high 15:5:1 compression ratio. It uses an Atkinson cycle with extended expansion stroke, extracting maximum energy from combustion. The chamber design creates optimal fuel-air mixing, and critically, because it operates almost exclusively as a generator at fixed RPM, BYD can tune every parameter for that one operating point instead of compromising across a wide range like traditional engines. It's not magic. It's just extremely good engineering focused on a specific problem. Now, let's address the 2,100 kilometers range claim with complete honesty because I know what you're thinking. That's Chinese CLTC testing. It's optimistic compared to real-world driving. You're absolutely right. So, what do you think? Is this genuinely the end of pure EVs for most drivers? Or will battery technology catch up? Let me know in the comments. And if this changed how you think about EVs, smash that like button and share this with anyone planning to buy an electric car. They need to see this. Thanks for watching.